as you can see, I have most of my makeup done. I have the foundation on it, which I don't really wear foundation that often. I barely know what I'm doing. I think this time it was kind of okay. I won't really have much to say that will help you guys out. I definitely will show you at some point, but not right now. So we're gonna do a look that's gonna be pink with a blue interior. I'm gonna be using some Essence products, some Anastasia products. I'm gonna be using all sorts. Drugstore and hella expensive. So let's get into it. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So we're gonna start with, man, I loved these velvet covers at first because I thought, you know, they're pretty, they look fancy. I'll never get it dirty is what I assumed. No, they get dirty. You could probably see it from here. That's nasty. But also kind of like edgy, like kind of like rustic looking. So maybe it's okay, you know, add some, you know, lived in experience. I mean, I didn't live in it. I mean, it lived in my world, this Anastasia palette. Gives it some character. The color I really want to use is this. It's called Love Letter. I'm going to put it more in the crease. It's a physician's formula. It's from the drugstore, and it's basically just blush. I'm going to be using this center color mostly, but all over kind of. I'm just going to mix it around. That's the thing about makeup. You follow my makeup tutorial, that's great. But also do your own thing and kind of mix and match and just see what you can do. I'm a writer, and in university we read law books. And, you know, they help you, they encourage you, they show you what you like and what you don't like about writing styles. And it helps you better be able to have an audience that understands what you're talking about. With makeup, that's the same idea, kind of, except you don't really need to care about your audience, maybe. Well, maybe you do, I don't, forget what I'm talking about. The point is, when you watch makeup videos, they can help you understand things about makeup and that. You don't need to copy them exactly the way they are. You can make them your own thing. Like, if you decide to go for a blue version of this with a pink sparkle on the inside, it'll probably still look really great, but it was your own thing. This is an Essence Cosmetics. I just bought this yesterday because I really wanted to do this look, but I knew I was probably not going to wear this often, so I got this. It's called The Moon, and it was only $6, I believe. You can see I literally only tested the blue one so far because that's the one I wanted. And basically, you know, it's not very pigmented. I don't even know if you can see that. But if you pack it on, you can see it. It's really pretty. But another problem I ran into is I tested it on my sleeve and I was like, this is a great color. It seems pigmented enough. But the problem was, all of a sudden, just by driving, my sleeve was rubbing on my hand and it came off completely. So I tried that again, just randomly. I just ran my finger right over it and it came right off. So obviously it doesn't last very long, and you know, your eyelids, they rub against each other too. It's not just like, I know the sleeve was a little bit tighter and it was rubbing a lot more, but you blink a lot. So I think if you used a good base or some sort of primer that will keep it on, it'll probably stay on longer, but I don't think this is a good all day look if you're going to be using Essence. I think I saw Sugar Pill had this color as well. I believe, I could be wrong, but just take a look at that. If it is, I will link it below. So basically these are the three palettes I'm going to be using. I'll probably mix and match as I go because that's what I do personally, because this is one of those looks that you don't have to like care that much. But let's get into it. Okay, my camera's trying to turn off on its own. It automatically turns off when it doesn't think it's focused on anything. Honey, my face is right here. So, this is okay, this is a halo eye look, so that's, I think, doesn't matter. The point is we're doing makeup, and we're gonna have fun with this. So, I'm gonna use what the heck? I can't find it. It's the brush that came with my Anastasia palette. I think it's good enough. It works perfectly fine. I'm sure the bristles are great. They're bristly. It's good. It's a good bristle experience. Okay. Starting with Love Letter, right there. If you can't read, I pointed at it for you. You literally, okay. I told you I'm not good with foundation. I already got like the creases in my eyes. I wear it maybe once a month. If anything. And it's usually for a very special occasion because I am literally so cheap. I don't want to use up my foundation, and I know that it goes bad fast and you're supposed to replace it. I don't care. I do it anyway. Another problem I run into is the fact that I'm just so, I don't like putting time into things that aren't gonna last. Like, my makeup comes off at some point, so I'm like, I'm not gonna spend however freaking long it takes me endlessly to put on my foundation when I can just not. So this is a very, very pigmented palette. I know Subculture was complained about because it was like so like it falled out and everything. I had so much fallout. The problem with that is because people were packing it on hard because they weren't expecting how pigmented it was, and it was falling apart. This one's very pigmented too. Maybe not as pigmented as that, but with this, still look out for that. Okay. So pretty. I got a gift card from my mom for Christmas last Christmas, and I got to say the moment I bought this palette I fell in love. I did so much research on it beforehand because I wanted to, like, if I'm spending money right, I want to make sure I'm spending it well, and I absolutely love it. Like, I don't know, it's like every time I put any of it on, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I don't know, like I don't know, like, I'm great makeup guru. I'm not a makeup guru. I'm a rando poster. I post whatever the frick. But I will say that I really do like this palette a lot, and I don't really know why, but it's really good. It's really great, and I'm gonna put it on my face. So literally, first follow your crease. Be very gentle, but like harsh too. Like, never put too much harsh in one spot. So okay. Hard, soft, hard, soft, hard, soft, hard, soft. Never, like, leave it and then go, you know what I mean? See, look what I just did. Look, I wrecked it for you. Okay. Literally, just use my finger, because I don't give a flying seagull.
Bird is seeger.
You know this? I never used this mirror before. It's a really good mirror, Anastasia. I don't know why I never have. So I'm not even gonna care about putting this high AF pigmentation on the center of my eyelid, because I'm gonna be putting a very, very pale, hardly pigmented blue. Just imagine like what people are thinking while they're watching this. Now I'm going a little heavy in the crease. And what I do is basically right at the end, that's when I'm going really heavy-handed, and I don't press too hard though, like, sorry, not heavy-handed. I put a lot of the product on the brush, and I just go lightly right over, because it makes a straighter line in my opinion, like a more harsh line, and that's what you want on the ends. I know you can do tape too, which makes it 10 times easier for sure, but I don't mind this. And I'm barely gonna even try blending it out because I'm gonna be using that pink color for that. I don't know if you're really supposed to, but when I like go to clean my brush, I literally just like, I have a towel next to me and I go like this with it. So I don't know if you're supposed to do that. I'll do some research on it. Maybe one day I'll tell you. So using the center color right there. This is a color I'm using. You probably have a similar color with a better palette. Who knows? You should probably use the better palette. And I'm just first go center. This is a less dark color, so I'm more comfortable putting that blue sparkly over it. So that's why I'm okay with putting it in the middle. And I'm going to kind of just right over. I'm not even going to go anywhere close to my, like, it's close to my brow bone, but I'm not going super close to my brow bone, because I don't want to do like a 1980s punk look right now. Maybe another day, because I do that. David Bowie. I actually love his music, but I will say, see how I'm not using it to blend out this edge? Don't do that either, okay, for this look. Or do it, it doesn't matter, do your thing. But anyways, okay, here's a trick. What I do when I have too much fallout is I take my blow dryer. Takes care of the problem. Let's see if it worked though. You usually have to blow dry it off like right after it falls. Yeah, it worked pretty good. I'm gonna clean my brush and I'm gonna make sure there's no product on it at all. And I'm gonna use it to blend. I actually love this brush. I was kind of like, I've heard bad things about using brushes that have been in your, like come with your palette, but I haven't had any problems just yet. Another good thing to do, I know I'm using this up close, which is so good actually, like as I'm looking at it, because it just makes it easier to, you know. Seeing it from far away is good too, because then you can see if it's kind of like uneven. Like I know my eyebrows are uneven. I've never been able to fix that because it's just how they're shaped, okay? But anyways, so I'm conflicted. So I was kind of thinking of using like Love Letter, and I was gonna say Nation Red, but probably Love Letter under my eyes and make it like really dramatic underneath. But instead, I think I'm gonna go for maybe something more dramatic. I'm using the blue Access. No, that won't look good. So this is a very, very ancient Sephora palette. So I don't think they sell it anymore. But it's very good quality, obviously, regardless. And I don't know if it's gone bad or not yet, but it still worked for me for all these years. So I barely, like... barely hit pan with it. I don't know why. I guess because when I was younger I got it. I didn't wear makeup as much when I was younger. Like I was quite young. I was probably like grade 7. And my mom's best friend, my great friend, I wouldn't say my best friend because that'd be like stealing my mom's friend, but she's basically my auntie. Her name rhymes with planet. So she got this for me and I love it. It's the third purple up. So you're gonna dab. See what I'm doing? My freaking life is just an endless charade of disappointment and jokes. I like to look kind of dead, maybe? I don't know what the word for it is. I like to have it kind of centered and like edgy. So then you're gonna blend up behind the shadow. Or at least that's what I'm gonna do. So if you wanna follow along, great. If you don't, don't. Like that's, you know, you're living your life and you're just being your own person. But that's what I'm gonna do. So you're probably not gonna wanna follow along as much as I did. I go heavy under the eyes. I just like that look sometimes. And right now for this look, I really want it. I want to look edgy AF when I go to my sister's horse competition show, alright? With all those cowboys. But this is what's going to happen. They're going to look at me and say, I ain't never seen something like that out here in these parts. I don't want necessarily it to be like right there because that's where you get your dark circles. Even though like I want to look dead, I don't want to look that dead. And there's a little pink left over. And I'm just going to take that down here. I like how that looks. I'm going to take a little more pink. And this is another thing I like to do. Is I like to put it kind of here. I learned this from Harajuku. And that's a little street, or big street. I don't know, I've never been there. In Japan. A lot of the people I find, they do like, it's okay. Start with like a halo. This is how I do the look. I start with like a halo where like it's like really, really bright and then it fades out and then I blend it out because the most color I want is right there. And then I blend it out. And that's how you kind of get that part of the look. And now, so just a reminder, it's the blue moon. I can't open it. There we go. And I'm going for this color. It's the blue. Did I say the blue moon? I meant the moon. I'm going for the blue moon color. It doesn't actually say a color on it, but I'm going to be assuming that's called blue moon. Oh, you know what? And the next thing I'm going to do, you're going to be grossed out, is I'm going to wet this with my tongue because that will make it stick. The powder will stick to the brush better and it will stick to your eye a little more, or whatever, and you're gonna go heavy. You do the exact same thing on the side. And as I was saying, this is probably not going to last very long. It is sad because it's a beautiful, beautiful color. And for its price, it's not bad. But it does come off so easily, and it's unfortunate. And I think the other ones last a little longer. And I will say that when I wet the color, and I tested it out on my, like where collarbone was, it stayed for a while even after I rubbed it, but it did come off after maybe half an hour. So wetting it does make it stay a little longer. I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm barely gonna blend this too. I'm blending it, but I'm barely, because next I'm gonna take this pinky color and I'm gonna use that to blend out. I'm not wetting it because I don't even want it to be a little bit heavy. So I'm just using it to help it blend into the pink. You know what? I am in love with these though. They are so gorgeous to look at. They just look like crushed diamonds. They're gorgeous. They are gorgeous. Don't get me wrong with that. It's the prettiest color, and it would look so great for photos. And you know, if you treat it right, you have the right primer, it'll probably stay. Because this is, oh, they're so pretty. They are so pretty. But, you know, you can't have everything. But look how much I'm going in on the color. That's how much you need to build. And you know, I find even if you have to, sometimes it's better to build the color, because that way you get to be in control of your your layers. And it's kind of like an artist adding paint every little bit to make a certain look. Next, I'm because it's so light on the brush now, I'm just adding a few sparkles throughout my eye. And then I'm gonna mix a little blue, a little pink. And I'm using the big side of the brush. Probably better to use the smaller side. That's what I usually do. But it's too late for that now. I just thought that because it's already wet on that side, I'll just use it. And I'm just gonna blend it up. And by this point, you can add eyeliner, whatever. I'm gonna be putting some mascara on. I'm not even gonna go for fake eyelashes, so I'm sorry you can't see a fake eyelash look. They're just so bad for your eyelashes. This is how you can get this look. Okay, so here's the finished look with lipstick, with mascara, with eyeliner. I hope you liked the video. I hope you subscribe. I hope you like the video, and I hope you comment. And yeah. Keep on, be yourself. That's all you gotta do in life. Oh, I also wanted to apologize. The lighting is janked right now. The tripod broke. Buying a new tripod. Yeah, that's all the point is. The point is just go away now. I'm done with you.
Not really sure, but my brain tells me I've been here before. Don't wanna draw any attention to all the crazy things that I shouldn't mention. Not really sure, but it feels like my feet are glued to.
What's your guys' favorite Bieber song?
Nothing